how we do it. Yeah. That's how we do it.
Community, I am Playoff Beard here with new minutes today, man.
Today is the day.
It's unbelievable for us, for many of you. It's been 4 years in the making, really. You know, this has been the dream from the very, very beginning to bring a complete, unadulterated, no compromises, rich experience of 5v5 to mobile. We kind of had to wait a little bit. We had to wait for the hardware to catch up. We had to wait for the audiences to kind of become aware this was a thing. And we're so excited that this time has finally come today. Right now, we are activating Vainglory 5v5. It will take some time to propagate, you know, to your app store of choice. So some people should be able to literally start playing immediately. For others, it may take a little bit to trickle in. But if you can't play right now, it is on the way. There is no downtime for Vainglory 5v5. This is, of course, the full worldwide general release of 5v5. No golden tickets necessary, no paywalls, completely free to play.
It's yours.
Nivet,
Take it.
The moment has come.
It's here. We've been working on this for so long. Like
It's surreal, right?
I'm not sure what to do with my life anymore.
It's like, good, I guess we just play.
Yeah.
Let's get in. Let's play. Let's do some duo mid, man.
We've been working, like, the amount of effort and work and teamwork that has really come out of this, like, to bring you guys this experience. I won't lie. I am amazed having experienced it firsthand, seeing the entire process and the amount of work and effort and sweat, blood, and tears that go into this sort of thing, right? And then the incredible result that is produced at the end of it.
Yeah. And obviously, you know, many of you know the mission from the very beginning was, you know, to treat players on mobile like first-class citizens, like the real gamers that they are, every bit as capable of experiences that are on PC and console. So this pulls no punches. It is everything we wanted to put into 5v5, knowing and trusting that you all can handle it. And we think you're going to have a lot of fun. We love it. We hope you love it as well. And you know, we had that pre-launch party. I hope many of you were able to catch that.
That was amazing.
We went through all of the things, and really, you know, my one message coming off of that party is just, we did that because this is all of ours. This is not, you know, Super Evil's moment. This is all of our moment. The community has co-created Vainglory 5v5 with us, has driven us, has pushed us along this entire way, giving us feedback, support, play, their real money with ice purchases, and, you know, has told us what they were looking for, and that has really shaped what we ultimately made with 5v5. Really excited to get into everything. Of course, Nimet is here, who has, you know, is doing the balance for all of these things. 3.0 and 5v5 is so packed that the live balance is actually in a separate article that we're linking to from the main article. All of that is live now. I can drop the link in you know, in the chats, and the other mods and the other channels can drop links as well. But there's so much. I tried to just put highlights in the update notes of what people can expect with 5v5, and it was like as long as the normal update notes, and then we had to break off everything else. But the other thing, make sure you go check out the 5v5 update notes, because one thing we did was we put everything in there. We try to do like a 5v5 encyclopedia, right down to, you know, the health of Blacklaw in the pit versus when he's captured, and all that detail for anyone who wants a theory craft, anyone who wants a spreadsheet, anyone who wants to think about, you know, what is the canonical information for Vainglory 5v5 for Sovereign's Rise. And then we also today just released an interactive map, which is at vainglory.game.com/5v5-map, I think. The links are everywhere on the social and in the article, but that's an interactive map with all the points of interest on Sovereign's Rise. Could take you through.
That's really
cool.
Can
tap around on your phone, straight on your phone, just tap around and see all the things that are on the map, and start getting acclimated along with all the,
That's really cool, actually.
Yeah, it's fun. And also Shinkaigen has done a lot of Academy videos on 5v5. There's a lot of amazing Vainglory content creators who are making videos for Vainglory 5v5 already. The thing that caught my eye most recently, Excoundrel, along with a host of other content creators like Munchables and others, are Excoundrel is doing these 30-second videos on heroes in 5v5, like how to think about them, what to build on them.
It's 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
I really enjoyed his, he's done, aside from heroes, he's also done things like lane control.
Yeah.
That one was really interesting that he came out with recently.
That one is, you know, kind of next level, I think, for a lot of Vainglory players. They don't think about how you could manipulate a wave, how you could, you know, there are these new captain minions now you'll have to see, and how you could design it so that the moment you finish a wave, the next wave is arriving. So you could design it where you can leave a wave in a state where you can go and gank another lane or go help out your teammates or whatever. There's a lot of nuance. There's a lot of detail. You can just play. You just play casual. In this update, there's only 5v5 casual. We don't want there to be stress for anybody. We want everybody to just chill and enjoy 5v5. We will be introducing ranked as quickly as we can. But, you know, you can just play, have fun with it, or you can get into all that heavy-duty strategy where, You know, it's not just mechanical
get yourself
skill.
prepped, but when rank drops, right?
Yeah, but it's like, as I think FlashX said during the pre-launch party, it's not just mechanical skill that wins the day anymore. Sometimes in 3v3, you just have a team fight. You know, 6 heroes rush in, it's a cloud of dust, and someone emerges and is still alive, and you're like, how did they live through that? Probably because they were tapping, you know, more effectively than everyone else. In 5v5, you don't have to be the most mechanically skilled person. You can think about it in terms of macro strategy. You can think about where you want to split push. You can think about your lane rotations, your jungle, your counter invading. There's so many elements to what you can do in 5v5 with a 3-lane map, with all the new objectives, with an entirely new vision system, with Fog of War, things you can think about that weren't there before.
Yes, definitely. It's, oh man, where do I start, right? Like all these different strategies that are arising, as you were saying, these split push strategies that are coming. It's not just strategies that you can come up with in game, but comps you can go into it as well. You have different combos that were never possible before with the extra characters. You can get these crazy 5-man wombo combos. I've been on the receiving end of them recently, which isn't. I mean, it was really cool to watch. It stunk that I died in the end, but. Like I got like Churnwalkered into CP Finn into an Adagio ult, who was weapon, but it still was very effective. But my point is that there's just that more to work for now. It was one thing to get that 3-man big move. Now you have 5 people to work with. Not like it's gonna be that more taxing for one, because it's obviously a much higher level of coordination that is needed, but the reward is going to be so much sweeter.
Yeah, it feels so good. Those epic plays are unbelievable. And there is some information I want to make sure everyone has. So there is a huge Lunar New Year 5v5 celebration that will be kicking off, I believe, on the 15th. I'll just give you the real top level. You can read about it all in-game in the Today in Vainglory section or in the article on the VaingloryGame.com website. Essentially, you're going to get placed onto Team Gwen, which is the Lucky Aces, or Team Reza, which is the Infernal Dragons. You'll be placed on one of those teams for this update, for 3.0, and whenever you play, you are getting points for your team. You're getting Lunar Fame for your team, and at the end of it, the whole community, and this is, of course, because there are 2 new skins, maybe we can take a look at later. There's a Red Lantern Reza, there's a Red Lantern Gwen. If you're wearing those skins, by the way, or if you're wearing any of the other Red Lantern skins, you will get bonus points during these games. But you play games, you try to win the games, try to accumulate points for your side of the community, the whole community who happen to be placed into onto that team. And then there are rewards associated with if your team can pull it off at the end. So
we are put onto a team, correct?
Yeah, you don't pick.
Okay.
You end up getting placed onto Team Reza or Team
Shin
Gwen.
here can be on completely opposite teams.
You could be, and you don't have to play those heroes to get points. You just have to play 5v5 specifically and win. But it should be a big fun celebration, along, of course, with those 2 new skins, along, of course, with the crazy new Vox skin that we showed off, and I'm sure we can take a look at that video in a bit. We are going to play games. We are going to get into all the things.
Level.
We will try to step back, reintroduce some concepts for anyone who might be, coming out from under a rock right now, maybe coming back to the game after a while, and we will try to get into some more of the depth as well as some of the balance changes that are coming in 3.0, at least the highlights of that, since we have Nimet here. All sorts of things are possible. Shin, is that video we were talking about, is that something we can do? All right, just getting ready. So until then, should we get a game going?
Well, we're ready.
All right, let's get a 5v5 game going, and we'll talk about all the things as we go. We'll stick around, at least until we have a sense that most people have been able to get into 5v5. As we said, there's no downtime. It's already activated. People can already get in right now. But if you can't, it's just because it's still propagating out to your app store of choice in the region you happen to be in, and it should happen any moment now.
How am I going?
How are you going?
What level of tryhard should I be going right now?
Put on a show.
Put on a show?
Put on a show, man.
I mean, there's this
that kind of show.
That seems to be my main,
show. Dude, whatever makes you happy. This is launch day. You should play what you want. Everyone should play what is going to be most enjoyable for them in 5v5.
To that, or I'm thinking this.
I would love to see that, personally.
You want to see this one set?
Yeah.
Okay, we could roll that.
All right, let's do that.
I just hope I don't get countered with the new thingy that has been changed.
And we'll talk about those changes as we go. All right, lock in, man.
Sure.
Do
you know, I might as well just tell the stream right now.
Sure.
But so, a couple big changes have come into 3.0. One, we have like the fortification of the turrets in the early game. Two, you have one of the big ones is the changes to Spellfire. So Spellfire was sort of having trouble really defining its identity as an item. It's supposed to be like this poke item, but it was just not. It's just better to have more upfront damage generally, because also damage is with higher base stats, because that could be multiplicative with other items. Anyways, but my point is that so we decided to change it up and give it its better, more defining role.
First match is just about getting started here.
So for the longest time, CP heroes have not had the ability to deal with high sustain heroes. Usually, that's why weapon heroes are always very preferable, because they have the option of Shiv, which is a great item by itself, but also applies that mortal wounds you so desperately need. Now,
all right, let's get on to the rise. Here we go.
Spellfire now applies mortal wounds as you're burning. So, to really make it clear, like if you're playing like Celeste, you drop those Helios and Supernova, and you hit like 3-4 people with that explosion, all of them who are burning are gonna be taking a bit of. They're gonna hurt, because they're gonna all have mortal wounds applied to them.
All right, and of course you're seeing here Red Lantern Gwen and Red Lantern Reza are in here, along with. There it is, Vox on Ice. This is just an amazing, amazing skin. So we're showing off the skins. Shinkaigen, if you'd be so kind to get some zooms on the new skins, be very zoom malicious, zoom aggressive on the skins, if he's even in the room and listening. I don't know if he is. Shin, are you listening to me? He's running around in there. I don't think he has a headset on. All right, Shin. When Shin gets a headset back on, we'll ask him to zoom in on the skins. He's working on some things for us right now, but this is. Oh, I hear him getting on the headset. Hey Shin, would you mind doing a bunch of zooms on the new skins for us whenever your time and inclination permits? All right, there is the new Vox on Ice skin.
That
one of the new.
skin
You know what?
is next level.
Yeah, it really is. It's a legendary skin. It's got all sorts of stuff going on. I will try to pull up the article so that I can read all of the Sugar Venom things, because that's always the most fun. And then we're going to get into all the stuff. All right, model changes. Long ice troll fur coat, deep blue figure skating costume with protruding ice shards, ice carved headphones, animations and effects changes, frost flies from new icy effects, all new skating and run and sprint with several variations, skid, stops, poses, dances, jump, spins, and leaps, trip and fall death. So there is Vox on Ice. He's getting covered up by Bakuto Finn, who's just a big, fat river troll. There he is. All right, so that's the Vox skin. There's more new skins. There is Gwen. What a firecracker she is. So that is another
What a firecracker
new skin.
she is.
I believe that is a special edition. I will double check on that. But yeah, I'll find the Sugar Venom stuff on Red Lantern Gwen, and Red Lantern Reza, the special Lunar New Year skins that are coming in this update. All right, here, I'll pull this up right now. Oh, and a kill on her counterpart.
Nice.
One for, does this count? Is this on live? Or is this on PvE?
This is PvE.
All right, so this will not count for Team Gwen in the special contest. But
I'm sorry, could you please explain how Team Gwen and Team Reza work a little bit for those who are just coming in?
Absolutely, I will. So before that, real quick, I'm just going to go through the skin stuff. So on Red Lantern Reza. All right, Red Lantern Reza, deep blue and gold, Chinese jacket and tie with red sash and waves and dragon detail. Ultra-modern red watch and thick-rimmed glass. Yes, the stylish glasses. This was like reminiscent of the Winter War Catherine. Stylish glasses. Modern red watch
everything's
and
better with
thick-rimmed
glasses,
glasses.
Isn't it?
Blue horn. Red lanterns on chain. Red Lantern Reza. Get him now. Only on TVC. No, that's not. All right. Red Lantern Gwen. Conical hat with steel point and openings for bunny ears. Red silk wrap ponytail tipped with a red lantern. red dress with flower detail and heart cutout, pink cowgirl boots with gold dragon detail, light pink socks and with red silk ribbon. She's got a weapon orb there, and of course, if you haven't been paying attention to 5v5 things, there are new orb guardians in 5v5. You can take the weapon treant in order to get weapon power increase and decaying slow, or you can get the crystal one, and that does good crystal things. And if you are killed when you have the orb will drop on the ground, and another hero can pick it up. So it makes you that much more attractive a target, but also more powerful. So it's interesting. She has a New Year Dragon Revolver, Firework Firing Crossbow, Lucky Red Envelope for Aces High, and that is your Red Lantern Gwen.
My team stole my jungle.
That's good.
I'm so sad. All
right.
She just took my red buff. I need the red buff.
So Nivmet asked about, to get into a little more detail about this Lunar New Year event beginning February 15th. All right, so this is how it's going to work. Starting on February 15, you can go into the in-game market, tap on the event tab. Okay, there you'll have a chance to enlist in the Red Lantern event. There's going to be like a free button. You hold that down until it confirms, and then when you complete that, you'll get a chest with 100 glory, just for free, just for entering the event, and it will randomly place you on one of two teams: the Infernal Dragons, which is Team Reza, or the Lucky Aces, which is Team Gwen. Once you've been assigned on a team, then when you play Vainglory 5v5, that mode specifically, every match you play, you can earn Lunar Fame. Okay? You play, you win, you get Lunar Fame. If you are wearing a Red Lantern skin, or one of the dog skins, because it's the year of the dog. So that also includes Lapdog, Grumpjaw, Gift Wrap, Fortress, along with Red Lantern Flicker, Red Lantern Koshka, all the Sparkler Scarfs, which are all Red Lantern skins, Red Lantern Reza, Red Lantern Gwen. So all those skins will give you bonus fame when you win a match. But basically, you don't have to play those heroes. You can play any hero. Once you're on a team, you win, you get Lunar Fame. Lunar Fame goes toward your overall team in the community. Everyone on Team Gwen or Team Reza gets grouped together, and at the end, based on how you do, everyone in the contest, by the way, will get rewards, but the winning side gets the better reward, and all is good. This Turnwalker having a bit of a time here, but seems to survive. Okay.
We got his fin though.
And then so the event will end on February 22nd. Keep an eye on the market for a special Red Lantern blueprint chest, which also gives your team extra fame if you want to get that. And then if you, I didn't even realize this detail. If you win 3 5v5 matches in a single day, you get bonus fame. You get 50 Lunar Fame for that. So there you go. So anyone who's in the contest, you get 100 glory just for entering the contest. Everyone in the contest gets a prize at the end. If your team wins, you get a better prize. And that is the Red Lantern thing. All right. Very good.
Seems pretty great.
Very good. Nimet.
Yes.
What have you noticed so far in this game of Vainglory 5v5, which has been activated and will be available to you if you're watching now or momentarily?
I've noticed that our Reza's already picked up the new Spellfire. It only burns for 3 seconds now, but it does deal the same amount of damage. So if you can actually keep applying it, it will actually deal more damage over time. So it has just gotten a lot of love this patch. I'm excited to see it finally come into, its place.
All right, and looks like another fight. We don't know where's Humanist when we need him for these fights, these 5v5 fights. Oh, I just saw the Lucky Aces, the Gwen Ultimate come out for the first time. The Aces High with this new skin.
Combo.
Very cool.
I need to get away from my Vox. He's dying to these, my Gwen is dying to Resonance.
And of course, a lot of CP Vox being played right now. Oh, that was a nice combo. A Quibble into a Polite Company for a kill.
Oh
the
no.
Kudo Fin will fall as
Oh, no.
well.
Can I do this?
Vox on ice, almost. Oh, come on now.
No, this is a bad idea.
It's a little crazy. That's a little, even for a duel for Crawl.
Yeah,
a little crazy. Ooh, look at that on the recall. It looked like a, oh, is that a double Lutz, a triple Sow Cow? I'm not really sure. I need to study my my figure skating parlance. All right.
A weapon taco with storm guard banner. That's some serious clear speed.
You can see right there the new Captain minions. We got that art in just under the wire. Real quick, talk about Captain Minion.
So, as you know, Captain Minion's actually been online, but it has not actually had its own like cool form. It's just sort of been like this red aura thing. Chimera has really really gone the distance and created this awesome looking new samurai minion that just looks so good.
Yeah, what does it do?
So what it does is it applies a buff to your minions on your side that will... Hang on, let me finish killing this Vox.
Yes!
Bam.
Oh, it's so satisfying. Whoa, wow, he took a tumble there.
Yeah.
Takes a spill on those skates. Toe pick! All right, go on, please.
So, it will buff your minions, having them take less damage from other minions and from turrets. So, ooh, this looks a little bad for us.
And can you talk for just a minute about how you can think about killing the Captain Minion or not in terms of how you want to manipulate the wave?
Okay.
All he wants to do is live. He doesn't care about anything else. This is going quite well for you so far.
Yeah, I think so.
It's like old school with the Shiver Steel. I love seeing the Shiver Steel come back.
Yeah.
Shiver Steel much better now.
It's really
with a Shiver Steel.
Shiver Steel's a great item. 30% attack speed is nothing to scoff at. The slow.
It's perfect for crawl.
Yeah, it's perfect for crawl. I also build on. There's a couple years I built it on Black Feather. Yep. You know, he lost his slow last patch, but the increased health gives him more barrier.
And the Shiver Steel gives him that slow right back.
Yeah, and in addition to that, allows him to get stacks up a lot easier. It's great for him.
So real quick, before you get back in the action here, can you just talk about wave control a little bit, how you might manipulate the Captain Minion for what you want?
Yeah, of course. So you can really do some cool moves where you can kill the Captain Minion. That will create a push wave for you, or vice versa. If you leave it, you can create a situation in which it will do the opposite. Actually,
it'll go slower and just clog it up.
Okay, this is bad. This is what I get for talking while like.
This turret diving. Well, now you're free to talk, which is great.
I'm mad at you now, though.
This is why you don't play, so you can talk about the things. But
you
it's
told
good.
me,
I'm
you told me
I'm
to
glad
play.
you kicked it off. I'm glad you kicked it off.
Okay, so yeah, you can do some I highly recommend watching Scandal's video on this, but you can do some really amazing things like creating a push or freezing the wave or inversely causing it to come towards you so you can farm more safely.
All right, so I do want to run through some top-level highlights as we go along about Vainglory 5v5, anyone who's kind of coming back to the game or anyone who's new to the game. So first, of course, we're on this brand new 3-lane map, Sovereign's Rise. I think it turned out, you know, really breathtakingly beautiful. Kudos to the art team. As they pass the river there, quick note that if you move with the river's current, you will run faster. That's a nice crawl ult, and he will pick up the kill with the Spectral Smite. Things going pretty well for him. That's 7 and 2 so far. There are 2 terrifying new dragons on this map, Blackclaw and Ghostwing, the Storm Queen's prize pets. And Ghostwing comes in first, gives defensive and regeneration buffs that will help you, pick fights or recover. And then Blackclaw comes in later on. Blackclaw is, operates like Kraken on this map. You take Blackclaw, and he will push down the mid lane. He's got a swipe and a fire breath that will annihilate turrets. It is super nasty, and these dragons are...
And apply mortal wounds.
Yeah, these dragons are super nasty when it comes to taking them as well. They will... It seems like you think you're out of range. They can flame you from quite a distance, and you got to be careful with these dragons. You want to pick a fight with a dragon, you're going to pay the price in trying to capture him and her. So that is a lot of fun.
I think it's especially noticing with Ghostwing, because once the fireballs start to spew, they will always, land.
All right, so Shinkaigen's saying he's going to leave it on Nivmet for a minute.
Oh, no.
Because he wants to see what Nivmet can do. He wants a Nivmet show. So the camera will stay on Nivmet no matter what.
There's 4 people here. What am I just got pulled! This is bad news! It's the end! I'm dead! This is because you did this shit!
No!
Shin, come back! I'm dead!
The worst possible timing. Shigai's like, I gotta run out for a minute. I'm gonna put it on Nimmed. Everything will be fine.
Nope.
And now if the action leaves Nimmed's dead body.
Well, the action's
gonna
still
go
there on
off-screen.
my dead body, so that's okay.
Just they need to keep fighting around your dead body. Otherwise,
Where is the rest of our team? 3 of us dropped. Where are you two?
Oh, there you go. All right. Well, at least you respawned. Well, that was kind of them to continue to fight around your carcass so that it didn't become super awkward.
How nice of them.
All right. As we go, just to continuing to go through the highlights, obviously, I hope by now you've seen some of the videos where we've been highlighting our true line of sight fog of war, something that's never been done to this level on the mobile platform. Not only does it kind of shroud... Oh, thank you.
Oh,
so thank you kindly.
On,
Thank you kindly for going in and showing off some of the fog of war right now. But not only does it kind of shroud the jungle in more mystery, make it feel a little more dangerous, a little more perilous. Krulls could come out of brush from anywhere. Darthrick, all he saw was fog because he didn't have vision until out comes Corsair Krull and does a number on him. So,
did he have teleboost? He teleboosts on our turret and killed it. That feels so bad.
Yeah, we'll get to the new items in just a minute. But Fog of War, it just adds all this ambiance, danger, peril to the feeling of the map. Obviously, it also makes it much easier to understand what you can see and can't see. It's been a long, something that players have long talked about where they don't understand. Why couldn't I see that? Why didn't I know? You know, because there was nothing there to indicate it other than things just not being there until they magically appear, right? Now, Fog of War dictates clearly what you can see and can't see, and there's an entirely new vision system with 5 new vision items that go along with Fog of War and help you understand vision on the new map. Nimed's doing a lot of work.
Trying.
I'm enjoying it. So, true line of sight Fog of War. As I mentioned earlier, there is a 5v5 interactive map that you can check out as your time permits. And just look around. I'll drop the link in. There's the interactive map. And hope the mods for the other channels can grab that for the other channels as well.
That's not fair! I'm in the middle of 4. You can't trust me to not die when I'm in fighting 4 people. No, put it on someone else. Put it on the Vox or something.
All right.
Every single time you say that, I die.
Continuing with the highlights, as we see Reza face off with Vox here. And the reflex block's not enough. The silence comes out way too late. And Oath pick up the crystal orb. Oath. Oh. And at least the Finn was paying attention. So these are things that are new to players. You know, like players haven't played a lot of 5v5 yet. Oath could have picked up the crystal orb anytime he wanted. It would have been great for him. He didn't realize that was a thing because 5v5 is so new. Around comes the Finn, scoops it up for himself. So pay attention to those orbs and Orb Guardians. A nice Force Accord comes out. Is that, I don't think, that's not Zio, that's like Guild Zio.
What are you talking about?
Zio is in a guild called Zio. It's not Zio. It's
no.
Bri.
Yes.
Bri of the Zio. All right, continuing on with the highlights for a minute because Nimmed is not going to talk a lot until he's out of the game.
Oh, you are
because
super
he's
dead.
Tryhard now.
You're super dead. You're like,
there's
dead and then there's what you are.
All right. So,
I'm trying my best, team. Stop dying so much.
Guys, the Vein Crystal fights back in 5v5. I particularly like this. You know, it is not just going to sit around and take damage. It will fire homing missiles, Halcyon missiles that will go after a particular hero who is kind of strayed too far into enemy territory. It also has a secondary attack, Rupture Cascade, that will stun heroes. And that one, so the Halcyon missiles are targeted. They'll go straight for a hero. The Rupture Cascade is just a straight line attack.
To be fair, those missiles, they hurt. They deal a percentage of your maximum life. I think 10% per missile, and they slow. A heavy slow.
We'll see what this Finn can do. He's going to just walk all the way. Is he going to walk all the way around the pit? He's going to try to force support at the last second.
He
comes in with a polite company. He's going to back up.
Okay. He just stole it.
He just stole. What?
How did he steal that?
What did he steal it with?
His ult.
He forced the coordinate?
Yeah. He has crystal power. No wonder it dealt so much.
Wow. That was an impressive steal. I didn't even see the force support. I didn't even see the anchor come out.
I was pretty impressed myself.
With the tip of the anchor taking the dragon, that was very impressive. All right, well, there's your first steal since the release of 5v5. This isn't on this is a PvE game. I don't know if it completely counts. I don't know if that is. We'll go down in the history
I am so
book.
sick of you talking of just split pushing on me.
And split pushing, obviously a big thing. We'll get into that in a little bit. But all right, so the main crystal fights back. The thing I want to note about this, the Halcyon missiles, they feel, they hurt, and they will target an enemy hero. The Rupture Cascade stuns, but it's a straight line attack, and it seems pretty easy to dodge. So the important thing for people to remember is combo your own abilities with it if you're on the defensive side. Because if you're, say, Lance, and you throw out an Impale, well, now they got to choose. So do they want to avoid the Impale, or do they want to avoid the Rupture Cascade? You can create situations. Drop an Ion Cannon. You know, like drop a Varia ult. You can create circumstances where they can't avoid the Rupture Cascade, or they can't avoid your ability. So comboed with heroes, it's particularly powerful and does stun. So Bane Crystals fight back. There are armories. You can take out those armories to weaken the Bane Crystal's defenses, and also will affect the power of the minion waves. So I did mention there are 6 new items in Vainglory 5v5. 6 new items! One is teleport boots. Basically on that, you give up your sprint, but you can go anywhere, any allied spot basically on the map. You can teleport all the way to any scout cam, like the scout cams you see on the screen right now. You can teleport to allies, teleport to allied turrets, and that is the way that people are doing a lot of split pushing. So what that means is a very nice combo out of Turnwalker right there.
By the way, Maxman, who's playing the...
Oh, it's Humanist! Humanist, get over here! This game is going to probably end soon, but it's never too late to get a little shoutcasting out of the human sauce. All right, here we go. Hop on the headset.
Human sauce.
There! Is he turned on? Shit, can people hear Humanist? Fantastic. Good morning, Humanist.
Good morning.
You got
good
a cup
morning,
of Joe?
everybody. I got a cup of Joe.
All right, call to action.
I'm here. Oh my! I walked right in. I didn't open the door, so there's just a kill right off the bat. Who is it? I don't even know who's playing the crow. Looks like who's Nib? Oh, Nib's on the crow. How are you, buddy?
I'm
nice
good,
to see you. Bloodskis, you're in a bad place, bud. Yeah, that's a double kill.
I can't let you get the coffee in you first.
Early morning
He's
double
like,
kill.
wait a minute here. I just strolled by and suddenly I'm shoutcasting 5v5.
I heard noises over here, and I walk over.
All right.
And this is what's going on.
I was talking about the...
Oh,
Yeah.
Please.
we're doing this.
Are they really actually going to go in front? The stun in base?
Oh, I just stunned her out of her ult. It's
No
over for
mercy.
you. It's over for you,
Come
Gwen.
on. Demoralization.
All right, so real quick before the game ends, on the 6 new items, you can see the armory is about to go down here.
That box ult looks
Can
gorgeous.
they defend? Can they defend Humanist?
Is it a CP box?
Yes, it
okay,
is.
they've got a chance. Let's go. He starts to get the damage in. Nivmet just forcing him back. Weakness stacks his applied to the box, just trying to kill all of the joy in the room. Looks like he's going to be okay. Nivmet, the immortal, hanging on the side, baiting out the port. Baits the Vox in. Is it enough to get the kill? Wow! Oh, Gwen getting both the kills, but man, what a strategy.
He's going to die here.
Right
But
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
The
Oh,
top
yeah, and you're stuck.
The boomerang for the win!
Wow, Nimmet, you can feel Humanist just starting to warm up. He's like getting into second gear.
Yeah.
He's getting the coffee in him. It's
Oh.
good. And Shinkaigen running back. I don't know where Shinkaigen is going back and forth. Like
He's like an
Like,
NPC that just runs around the building.
biathlete. I don't know what's happening. Oh, down a little lower. Hello, Humanist. Good morning.
Hi, everybody.
Did you bring my shirt?
No, it's getting clean. I took it to the cleaners.
Speaking
though.
of shirts, you see that one? This
Ah,
one,
time for rolling.
Yeah.
Time
For rolling.
Man, I saw they were handing out shirts. I didn't want to like bug them for one though, but I wanted one.
Time for rolling.
Time for rolling.
Nah, that was a great
No, that's
game.
not it.
But
He says
Time for
because he
rolling.
carried.
well, I did, but I want to give a small shout out. Happy birthday, Max Man.
There you go.
Max Man
Played well.
Yeah.
Happy
Rocking
birthday.
that
What a day to have
Happy
a
birthday,
birthday.
Yeah.
Everybody
What a day.
celebrates your birthday with 5v5. That's a good
It's-
birthday present.
It's like, oh man, it's like next year, you know the anniversary just automatically too. Isn't that great?
6v6, 10v10.
10v10. No stops.
Just on
Zeke
Max
it.
Man's birthday is when everything
Right.
releases. That's how it
Yes.
goes. All
Hi,
right.
Zekan.
Oh, he's rolling out.
Zekan.
He looks like
Come back and see us in a bit. Would you, Zcat? Sure.
He said
Okay.
sure. Wonderful. It'll be great to have him hop on. And
For anyone who joined us late, I'm Playoff Beard here with Nibmet and now Humanist, who's going to sit in and cast some games as he gets the coffee in him.
I am.
You
I'm
want
gonna
a
roll
chair?
a chair. I'm gonna roll a
Yeah,
chair
go
over
grab
here.
a chair.
yeah.
Do you want me to roll into the middle or on the side?
All right, and just to finish the thought real quick, there are 6 new items in Vainglory 5v5. 5 of them are vision related. Scout Cam is the new heart of the vision system, and a whole bunch of upgrade items for the Scout Cam.
I'm gonna segue off of that after you're done talking about it. So, many people have already tried it during the early access. We've added and upgraded it a little bit. So we had 2 new items. There was the flare loader, and then there's the Scout Cam, Scout Master. Sorry, 2000. I'm probably.
That's my nickname.
That's this guy. So, but they were separate items at the time. Flare loader was really just something you pocketed for the early game. We put flare loader building into it, into the final Scout Cam upgrade.
You want to try that name again?
Scoutmaster 2000.
You'll get it eventually.
Scoutmaster 2000.
It's still,
That sounds like a
still boosted
That
Scout
sounds like
Cam
an
to
Eagle
me.
Scout. It
Yeah.
sounds like you got your merit badge.
Eagle Scouts.
All right.
So the important change that has been made to this item, though, is not only does it build into this now, but in its final form, not only does it still upgrade your Scout Cams, but it now has an inbuilt active that allows you to shoot flares.
Yeah.
So that is a huge
Nice.
change. Yeah, it's actually really great.
Find
change.
that flicker.
That is dope.
Find the flicker.
New mini
it's
game?
great.
FTF.
Not only flicker, but you can clear vision with it. Obviously the Kestrel, she tries to cloak out, get out of that fight. You throw a flare on top of her.
Mm-hmm.
Flares was a huge part of the game that we used to have. That
Yep.
now we've
back.
We've given it back.
Which is great.
It was awesome.
And then the 6 is teleport boots. Teleport boots, you can teleport anywhere on the map to an allied thingamajigger, a turret, a hero,
That's
a scout cam, anything allied pretty much you can teleport to.
As you saw that Gwen, she
Yeah.
saw that wave pushing up, teleport to that turret, took that turret before I could get to her. Not much. It was a great play. It was great macro strategy on her part.
And Humanist, in the games that you were shoutcasting at the pre-launch party, just watching Zekent was so fun. He is so comfortable on that 3-lane map. He was doing split. It's like most of the time it was like Fuji was split pushing, and then here comes Zekent with the teleport boots, just shows up anywhere, and down goes a turret.
Zekent's playstyle was different than almost anything I've seen so far in the 5v5 Vainglory, and it was really cool. I was like questioning, like, is he just having some fun? Is this Zekent what he wants to do? But he was like 3 moves ahead. He knew what he was doing.
He's like that during internal playtests. It's great if you're on his team. Not so fun when you're against him.
Not everyone knows Zekent's background. He was a League of Legends pro player, and you can in the internal playtest, he just modulates his effort level to match the skill tier of the playtest. So he's
pretty nice.
Oftentimes he's at like 20 or 30% power, and then when he wants to go try hard, which is like. It's like werewolf. It's like once in a blue moon. He just yeah, exactly. And you're just like, oh no, like who is this guy? And he just turns it on, and it's just a completely different
It's not only his
Zekent.
individual skill. He also with his shot calling, he raises the skill level of his teammates.
Yeah.
It's actually very cool.
Yeah,
Which is
very cool.
really something that I'm excited to see for those more like analytical and shot calling type players. You're gonna find they're gonna find themselves much more impacting in this new 5v5 map. You can especially if you're in a coordinated team, you can bring 4 people up now, not just your extra 2. Your power level is literally increased by 100% in that regard.
Yeah, and it really is. It's one of my favorite things about 5v5 is that notion. It's like my mechanical skills are never going to be like old schools, right? But I can outthink him. Yeah. All right, we'll leave it there.
Throw that shade.
All right.
Did you hear that, old school? Clearly.
All right. So with that, what do I want to say? Basically, I'm almost speechless. It's been a really, really long time coming to this moment.
It really
We're
has.
so grateful, especially to all of you players who have been with us. At that pre-launch party, players coming up saying, I've been playing since 1.2. I've been playing since the Kindred beta. I've been playing since this hero came out. This hero came out. It means so much to us that you're taking this wild ride, this crazy journey with us. And then, of course, Vainglory 5v5 itself has been a crazy ride, just a really ambitious production schedule for getting this map done, getting everything out, getting everything live. And we put together a video that just kind of captures what our experience has been throughout this process. And Shoutcasting, if that's ready, there's a 50% chance it works, 50% chance it doesn't. But let's try to take a look at that now.
Let's flip that coin.
Super Evil is one of those rare working environments in which the people you're working with love and play the product as much as you do. And there are a lot of games in the game industry and a lot of really good games, but not everybody has that same passion as we've managed to cultivate here at Super Evil.
So really being a member of Super Evil Megacorp, for me, that pushing boundaries, pushing the envelope, innovating in the mobile space.
The thing that gets me up in the morning, the thing I'm excited about, is thinking about how will people play 3 to 5 years from now? Like, how do people get the kind of joy that I've always gotten out of games?
Super Evil as a company gave me the freedom to be able to hire the best people, and then allowed me to give them a lot of responsibility. When you treat people like leaders, they will behave like leaders, and they make good choices.
We also have a great relationship with adopting people from our community and taking them under our wing and finding them a place in the Super Evil family. And it turns into this cheers bar where you can just have this great experience of coming to work, knowing people that love the product that you love, and building it with them together. Singapore and the World Championships was a watershed moment for this company.
It has been so incredible to return to where it all began in Singapore with the Kindred Beta, to be surrounded by all of these amazing Vainglory community members who have been with us since the very beginning, since before the game was even called Vainglory, and to celebrate this moment, celebrate this homecoming with them has meant so, so much.
We ended up finally being able to realize the last piece of the puzzle of Vainglory, the last piece that clicks together for the vision of what this product was always meant to be.
And to watch them, to watch the reactions on people's faces as they got to see the dragons for the first time, Fog of War for the first time, hear all the details about the optimizations to the engine and see them react, just like it's a reminder that we've always evolved Vainglory together with the community. 5v5 was no different. And it's just been so special to celebrate this with them together.
Let's go play some 5v5!
Getting lit up early on, and your first blood of 5v5 comes through! Lucky Bread with Shoutcasting able to take one of SEA. Shoutcasting goes down, Lucky Bread gotta get back, but he's outnumbered, surrounded by foes, and taken down! Their Black doesn't know it, Big Red back over the wall! Can they stay alive? The Divine Intervention comes out, but it's not on the Bloodsy. Bloodsy slow. SCA have taken a mass advantage. They have not lost anybody, and suddenly Lucky Brett's left for dead. Shoutcasting has fallen. SCA appear to be doing it at this point. They have the damage. Solar Storm comes on through. And why not? It just makes sense. SEA!
And with 5v5, we can just take it to that next level and continue to try to be on the bleeding edge and kind of force everyone else to up their game on the mobile platform.
All right, we're back on Play Upbeard here with Nivmet and Humanist. We're going to get into a game in just a moment. We're going to let Nivmet and Humanist talk through everything 5v5. While I play a game, I apologize in advance to the team that I'm getting put on, but we'll see how that goes. It should be fine.
Yeah.
For anyone joining us late, Vainglory 5v5 is here for everyone. No golden tickets necessary, no paywalls, free to play for everyone. You should be able to play right now. If you can't, then it's still propagating to the App Store of your choice and should be available any moment now.
That's crazy.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty hype. Before we get into the game, let's take a look quickly at the skins that are coming in Update 3.0 in this update. First up is Vox on Ice, a legendary skin. I believe we have a short video that Chimera made for this skin. All right, that is Vox on Ice. Check this out. The skin is so good in game. Then we have 2 new Red Lantern skins going on. So there is the Vox on Ice, fabulous Vox on Ice
I feel
Splash.
like every single time we come out with like this new big skin, we put a new bar that we have to jump, right? Like there was like Snow Monster Jewel, and that was amazing. And then we did like Bakudo Finn, Ride or Die Sky, Ride or Fly Baron. Every single time we keep like putting this bar that we keep having to beat ourselves, and this skin just really maintaining that pace of us of the team jumping that bar. The art team really did an incredible job with the skin. It looks amazing in game,
and the timing is perfect. Of course, these things kind of, they get worked on in advance, so the timing ends up being kind of, it's just synchronous. It just works out sometimes this way. But CP Vox right now is quite a thing.
Yes.
And so you play your Vox on Ice skin, play some CP Vox, and have some fun.
So that was actually a request from the community. Like every single time, I love listening to feedback from the community. I go through Reddit. I go through the forums. Well,
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. I'd go through Discord. I love listening to player feedback. And the one that always came up was like, bring back CP Vox. Bring back CP Vox.
Dude.
I'm just like,
I was playing CP Vox anyway. I didn't even care. People were like, come on, you're just trying to throw?
Yeah.
It's like, no.
So one of his issues that obviously he just couldn't take out his initial target.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, there's no way he's going to come back unless we really give that back. So we put it back on. I know, like, it's going to...
And it was back.
It was back. It came out in spades. Yes, it's going to, like, a lot of these things, when you reintroduce, like, a big change like this, it'll take a little time to tune it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to cut you off because the game's about to start. I do want to get to the other skins real quick. So
yes.
Red Lantern Gwen is also in this update. Let's take a quick look at Red Lantern Gwen.
Hey,
amazing skin.
Awesome.
You just saw it in the game. And also Red Lantern Reza with those stylish glasses.
That's going to be so good.
Is also here.
Hero and Scholar.
If you play, there's a reason why I chose the Red Lantern skin here on the Kashka as we get into this game. Once on the 15th, when this Lunar New Year event starts, playing with the Lunar New Year skins, the Red Lantern skins from the new ones or the ones from, Days Gone By, is really good. It's really good.
So speaking on Reza actually got a bit of a cool change done to him. So 5v5, he actually was sort of like really had when he got going, he really got going, but he was having some trouble once team fights started really kicking in.
Reza.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we ended up, what we did is we increased the amount of fortified life he generates when he ults. So he really, when he jumps on that carry, he has that extra bit of tankiness.
Yeah.
And we raise the CP ratio, so if he builds, heavier crystal, he's going to feel a little bit more tanky. He gets a little bit more defense for that offense, being a little bit more risky.
I like that.
Yeah.
We should add that in a little more. A little offense turning into defense. I like that. He's one of the best at diving into the backline zone. I've heard people talking about that.
Yeah, like obviously we've seen Fuji really in the offense. He loves his Reza and is incredible at it. So it's going to be really great to see these players try to really capitalize on that change.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like we have a Reza in this game, unfortunately.
No, but speaking on Gwen as well, we did tune her up as well. Gwen was not really we buffed her a bit in 2.12. She wasn't really competing with the other weapon carries that were being played. So we gave her, we didn't want to go nuts on it, but we gave her a little bit of love. So we upped the weapon ratio on her perk, so she hits a little bit harder when she really shines. That's sort of where she shines, right? She comes in, she does that big little burst, and their damage sort of...
You want to really feel that
perk. that hit, right? The other thing that we did is we lowered the amount of time it takes for that to generate. So, one, it's a great less hitting tool.
Yes.
For weapon or CP, right? But we lowered the amount of time it takes just so they're able to get it a little bit more. Oh, Flicker is engaging. Is this a wise idea? This is a 2v1.
Yeah.
Oh, did he steal that from you?
Feels dangerous.
Took it. Oh no! Playoff is he's out.
Maxman's here.
Every way he goes.
It's the birthday boy. Do they have them flanked in? Air Wreckage getting lit up. They could just dive right under the turret. That's a bad place to actually go. Is it? Are they going to show mercy?
No,
playoff period. It's not what you want. And that's going to be a weapon buff over to the Vox, but I like the aggression.
Wow, there is a lot of people over there. There's 4 people up top, it looks like, right? 3. Oh no, Vizzle. Fortress, he's been in a bit of a pinch right there. Ooh, ouch.
Yeah. A little early quibble.
Oh, no. Oh.
Fairy Dust going to slow you down, Vizzle. You're in a bad place, friend. Not going to be bound by the light. He's just wasting time now. This is Vizzle just wasting time.
He's pulling him in circles.
Space created. Like, look, what is that?
Yeah.
15, 20 seconds of space creation.
That's really going to ease up on the other lanes. That means they're not taking their jungle. That means they're not, ganking a lane.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that bad if you can really pull that much time. I love that Vox auto attack. He throws the snowflake. So good.
Oh my goodness. Just a thing of beauty. And so we have a Vox in top and a Vox in mid, looks like. Right?
People want to play that skin, looks like.
Yeah.
So,
I definitely do.
Yeah. So a couple changes gone in. You see Playoff playing everyone's favorite Kitty. And we did give her a bit of a tune down this patch.
What did you do?
How dare you?
So hang on before you string me up. What we ended up doing? Oh no!
Glaive.
Oh no! Don't drop aggro from one to the other.
What are you?
So we lowered her base damages on her B, spin, and the empowered attacks, as well as lowered her base movement speed by 0.1. So what essentially this means, she's gonna hit a little bit less harder early game, so she doesn't snowball. It's not as easy for her to snowball.
Okay.
And she needs to rely on her perk a little bit more to really get that travel around a team fight. But we did give her a little bit of CP ratio back on her empowered attacks.
Okay.
So really, so if she builds, once she's building heavier CP, she'll get that damage back.
Yeah. The scaling's still there.
Yeah.
It's just the initial kind of
so
dominance.
You're going to need to build some crystal to get that power back, right?
Okay, that makes sense. It's a balance, right? So I like
give and take.
Yeah. I like that approach.
So, but we'll be keeping our eye on her because she's been pretty strong. We do like the change with the new barrier that allows her to really move in and out of fights a little bit.
Absolutely.
But it is something that will require a bit of tuning.
Ooh, the Beard's hungry. He's then onto the flicker into the brush, trying to go invisible. He'll go down to Playoff Beard, able to get a kill there.
Oh no!
That's 1 for 1.
Glaive's in trouble.
Glaive can get away, right?
Nice boost.
Oh, Maxman wanted that.
He
Little
did.
birthday present to himself.
He did pick up that red buff though, off of the kill. So, oh no, Siri is under turret right here. He's looking pretty unhealthy, but it looks like Eric's gonna back off with that Vox. Got Brian mid on the opposite Vox, pushing back. He is in 2v1 lane though, so he's holding out, so that's great.
No, we got it's a weapon Vox on B side.
Oh,
A side is the CP Vox. But it's like you have a Finn in the game. Finn was always one of my favorites to play CP Vox against.
So that's true. But speaking on Sky here, we did give Sky a little bit of love. Surrey Strike has been reduced, 1 second cooldown reduction, 2 seconds on overdrive. Oh, there he goes. Ozo.
Dare me to backflip off the turret?
We did mess with Ozo a little bit. So Ozo was really strong.
Stop it, dude.
I'm sorry.
I noticed you weren't talking to me for a couple days. What did you do?
So we did give some power and we took some power.
Okay.
So you were having those situations in fight, especially in like 5v5 fights.
Give me the bad news first.
Where I'm gonna go with that, so you're not as mad at me after, right? So we reduced his perk healing by 5% at all levels. So you're not gonna you're still gonna heal a crazy amount, but you're not gonna go from like that quarter life to full life when you use the third part of your A, which was
okay.
But now here, we did increase.
Bangring's now global.
Man.
No. Okay. What do we do?
Would you really want that?
I mean, I would. I'd have fun with it.
You'd have fun, but
come on, you be in bot lane and like with that movement speed, I target someone at top and just be like, I'll be there in about 5 seconds.
That would be interesting. That would be a lot of fun, really.
It's like play Sonic on that.
So what we ended up doing is we did increase the base damages on his A, so he's gonna hit a bit harder.
Really?
Yeah.
Just the base damage on the play up here gets in there for the kill.
All 3 parts of the A actually.
Really?
All 3 parts will deal a bit more damage. So if you hit all 3, you're gonna deal a bit more, especially early game.
So it feels like it leans into the weapon path, but does it really?
It's gonna help both paths, really, right? With it
If you go crit, maybe, on the weapon path.
Well, that bit is crystal damage. Oh, no, it's weapon damage. Yeah, you could. But, I mean, weapon Ozo is sort of like niche-y.
Yeah.
You, like, picked into the right situation, it's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
We definitely...
Oh, yeah.
We've definitely seen a lot of really awesome weapon Ozos. PBE has a couple, such as Shadow.
We got one right now. Copycat's on the Tension Bow.
Oh, is he really?
Tension Bow Spell Sword, maybe?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Unless he just goes for like a double proc or something.
Oh, the Aftershock. I haven't seen a double proc build in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah,
it's fun against squishies though. Like you can just
you pop them for a bit. Yeah, I feel like it does good. Like obviously, in the Aftershock does great into like sort of the tankier heroes. So it's an interesting. You know, like you're bursting, but you're also dealing with percent life, so it does good against both, right? But all the same, getting back to this game, it is 6-6, 8 minutes in. The gold is pretty, like what, 600 difference? Is that
about
yeah,
that much as far as math's concerned.
Playoff 3 and 2. He's picked up that early aftershock.
He's tapping pretty heavy over here. There's a lot of quick and hard strategic tapping coming out of the beard.
My iPad cannot take such brutality.
Yeah. Oh, bang ring in and knock back onto the sky.
No,
We're going to start up. That's the first 3 ring. But he used the second, and he couldn't get over the death from above. But the Acro Bounce has him there. Piggy dropping low. Healing Flask comes through, but you're done, son.
Ozo.
Is there a weapon flicker?
I don't. So I've run into a couple of these. I'm not a huge fan of the weapon flicker. I'm not gonna, as I said before, I'm not. If you want a weapon flicker, be my guest. I just hope you're.
Be my guest.
EFX is doing a great job showing off this weapon flicker right now, but.
Oh yeah, that looks strong. So okay, it was the Serpent Mask first. What do you use? Serpent Mask, Breaking Point, Shiver Steel?
I suppose.
Shiver Steel flicker weapon could be annoying, really.
He can't run Shiver Steel flicker whenever he's supporting his flicker.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, like we said, he's like 3 moves ahead.
Yeah, and flicker's just one of those heroes that really shows when you're, you know, ahead.
I didn't know Andre was a flicker main.
That's all he plays half the time.
I realized that.
It's a little infuriating.
I mean, I had fun with it because he had a really fun playstyle.
Is a player who loves to play his own game. So he's great to play with, but also like what he'll do is his whole thing is like when he plays flicker, he wants to split push. He wants to steal your jungle,
the enemy jungle. Yeah,
he wants to set up like just take everything from you.
I think it's like you have to play. If you play with that in mind, it can be very effective.
Oh, it's incredibly effective.
Yeah.
Ooh, damage coming out. Fortress is
Solar Storm right up the middle, catches Vizzle right in the booty.
Fountain comes out though, it'll be okay. The Liquor ult does come out. They are Coffee's running into a situation here.
So he's healing up. The damage is there. A healing flask. And he's not even gonna go for the Acro Bounce. He just stays on, waits for the second proc on the 3 and circles with a tension bow. It's enough to get a kill. And now Vizzle's here. Max, man, it is your birthday, and here's your spankings. You're down, Max Man. How old is Max Man today?
I do not know, but whatever his age, happy birthday to him.
Yeah, well, it might not have been the full amount of spanking, so they might come back for more. We're just trying to determine that.
Like punches on the arm?
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's not spanking.
No, I don't know where you come from, you know? Like, it depends. It's a regional culture thing.
I don't want to come from wherever you're coming from. Oh man, this Ghost Wing is it gonna take down Vizzle? Oh, Vizzle's gonna be okay. They get the Ghost Wing. Ooh, buff applied to all of them. That buff gives a nice barrier that regens when you're out of combat. It also gives you a decent amount of health regen and energy regen. It's really good. It's great for sieging.
What's the regen out of combat? I mean, like, what percentage-wise? Like, how is there a number
set? Flat amount, I believe.
Yeah. So like being like a tankier character doesn't make a difference on that region.
Well, I mean it's gonna make a difference all the same. Nice block coming out.
I mean it's not like more of a difference.
No.
Although it's obviously very good. Like you're gonna see them drop out of combat.
You do have a. Oh no, Eric is in trouble.
Not back, but this is the CP Vox. You just gotta stay alive. Little playoff beard, he sniffed it out. Playoff Kitty gonna move in the bang ring. It's not far enough with playoff beard. He's in there with the penalty fun. They're gonna find another kill, and the lane of Celeste goes down. B-side all low, but look at them just juggling the damage. The double kill coming through for this Glaive. Oh, Glaive's just all weapon damage. He's got a breaking point. That's the kind of Glaive I like to see.
Yeah, they're definitely going to take this turret. That Ghost Wing buff going the distance, like that, like you see how like they get just that much extra space to fight with, right? And when you think of it from like a team-wide buff, like how much health is being that you have to actually go through now as a team, like that much team damage, that's a lot. Like you're preventing.
Ozo doesn't get bonus regeneration off that, does he?
Why wouldn't he?
I mean, I thought he wouldn't off of that style of regeneration.
I believe he does, actually.
Oh, I like it. Well, he's not going to be able to land that Bangrang air wreckage. He's able to block it, but whips on.
Do you see how he jumped through the turret to dodge the voxel?
Dude, it's this guy's in the acrobat, you know. Like, I'm not surprised by anything Ozo does anymore. Oh, crit damage out of this Glaive. He can find the kill on this Celeste. Flicker coming around the backside. This Flicker has some lifesteal. How's this going to play out here? Bri turns it, finds the damage. Air wreckage getting lit up. Oh, weapon Ozo destroying him. And Axeman trying to be the raid boss. And it looks like it's all falling apart.
I buffed that tension bow. This patch. Tension bow has not
Nivmed buff tension bow.
That T-bow now deals good damage.
That T-bow.
So what we ended up doing is we gave it a bit more base weapon power. 15 actually. So nice.
Really?
Nice chunk.
Hey.
So oh no. 5 dogs? I'm sorry, I don't care if you're a carry or whoever, you're gonna have oh no, all the dogs died. All the dogs died.
All dogs go to heaven. Run, Fortress! Bri's here, baiting Piggy back. Oh, it's not enough. Fortress will go down now, Piggy.
But they do get the sky.
Yeah.
Oh, that was close. Did you see how much that Fortress by himself, playing support, took like 75% of that guy's life?
Fortress OP.
So good.
So good.
So actually, a little thing that we put in 2.12 that we didn't get to mention is Fortress actually gets his perk from his own wolves now. So if he ults, he'll get his movement speed bonus as long as he's standing next to one of his wolves.
I like that. I think that's how it makes sense to me.
Yeah,
you know, like
it's you're
part of the pack, right? Yeah.
So you get this really cool initiation tool if, like, you know. Oh my God!
Ozo into 4. What a hero! He doesn't have enough life to deal with that.
Is that what you call it? A hero?
I can't go into that. I'm aggressive. I can't get behind that though.
Oh no, Zo.
So Lef has picked up that blue orb. It's going to give him 20% increase in crystal power, and it's going to give him 10% spell ban or lifesteal actually.
Okay, that's a pretty big deal.
Great on Koshka.
Big fight breaking out now. There's a fight below Ghost Wing and then above Playoff Beard, able to get that kill on the weapon Flicker. Punishing, and he's going to jump into the Pouncy Punch, trying to apply the damage. He's there. Oh, Kitty Cat, who are you?
Does take down a couple of them.
What
Fortress
an ace.
and the enemy Vox both go down. That CP Vox did work.
They have both the cats on the same team. This is just too strong of a strategy.
Cats?
Wasn't Glaive like a cat person?
Yeah, Grangor, but yeah, I suppose you could say that.
Grangor's a cat.
Yeah, well, depend. Cat person.
Can we get a scientist to the desk?
Well, I do have a degree in biology.
It is a cat.
Zoologist.
You're confirmed.
You're just making that up on the
spot. Shin Kaigen's gonna check to see if Glaive is a cat.
Sugar Venom.
No, I'm sure.
Same genus,
I've
maybe.
I've ridden a cat before.
What?
Ridden a cat?
No, not
battle?
ridden. Written. I've ridden a cat. That doesn't make any sense.
I want to know where the cat rides are at. Sign
I don't want to fight right now.
Just
I'm not ready to fight.
Off, like riding it on a lion.
I'm not ready to fight.
War cry.
I'm
like
not
a jaguar.
ready to fight. I'm not ready to fight.
Where's the ping? I'm not saying any pings here. Uh-oh, people are dropping low, but our cameraman... Oh, he's stuck it on Siri. Their Playoff Beard making the plays. Vox is down, but Celeste able to take the Vox out in return.
So a bit of a Vox change coming in this patch. Like you said, Vox is really strong. So we sort of decided to move his power around a little bit. So he's going to do a little bit less damage with his bounces early on, base damage-wise. But we did give him more power in his CP ratio on his auto attack. So we're essentially moving his early game damage, or a little bit of the early game damage that he has. So he'll obviously scale back his CP Vox late game. But we're also putting in...
with the base damage on the bounces was reduced? Is that what you said?
Yeah. So it's going into the auto attack.
Yeah, it's not as strong early.
Yeah. So you're not going to feel as pressured being pushed out of lane constantly by
You're
the
going to buy a
CB
shield like as your second item.
Oh, hello, Blacklaw.
Book of Eulogies like start against this.
Whoa!
But you will essentially, he will hit you harder base auto attack. He hurts that person so much more.
Right.
So
it's cool.
Where essentially it'll give him more of a carry-ish feel.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, did I finish 10 and 3? Oh.
Wow.
That seemed to just happen. Oh.
All you're telling me is maybe I need to nerf Koshka more.
Oh.
So I guess I've got a new target for next
10
match.
and 3.
If playoff can do it, then I clearly need to nerf it.
Dang!
Happy 5v5 day. Happy 5v5 day.
Happy 5v5 day to you as well.
Good job. You still got your skills on Koshka, I see.
A little bit of skill.
Dang.
Just a touch.
Actually, I saw you playing that Grumpjaw earlier.
Trained by Rect.
I saw you're running CP Grumpjaw now, right?
I'm running both.
You're running both?
I'll run Grumpjaw all day long. Any build. Give me anything.
I need to play some
Bravery Grumpjaw. Happily.
How's he feeling right now?
Oh, he feels great.
He
feels so good.
I actually think he's really good right now.
For anyone who's joining us late, this is the 5v5 activation stream. The day has come. Woo! It is now. It is here. If you can't get into 5v5 yet, that just means it's still propagating to the app store of your choice. Most players should be able to play right now. There is no downtime, only good time.
Only good time.
Only good time. Hello, Humus.
Only
Hello.
good time.
Patent pending.
Nick
All
Mac.
rights reserved.
All right, I'm going to turn this back over after my dominant performance.
I need the stand
you
as
need
well.
the stand.
Wow.
There we go.
I'm gonna log.
Now that we've shown how it's done.
I'm gonna switch back to me because I'm not playoff beard.
Yeah.
Though
I do frown on account sharing.
I also frown at that.
And let's continue to talk about the things. Hey, Shin, now that we did this game, before we get into some more of the details of 5v5, what do you say? Let's take a look at how should I set this up? Basically, the journey to this moment has been a 4-year journey, but the journey of actually like the intense development on Sovereign's Rise, the 5v5 map itself, it's been a little more than a year of intense work on Sovereign's Rise. And our buddy Doomhouse did put together a video that takes you through the experience of how the map came together. Every time there's like a music beat, you see another big environmental check-in. That is Evil on the Inside and her team, along with Doer and Chainsaw, all those amazing people. Every time they had an environment check-in, it went boom, and here the map just completely changes.
Evil on
and
the
then again,
Inside is incredible.
And then
She
again,
does amazing work.
right? And we have a video that kind of takes you through that experience. Let's take a look at that. When we come back, we'll have much more. back. That is the time-lapse video. My favorite thing what's been going on in the background here that Nimet's trying to solve is that because pretty much everyone could get onto 5v5 on live now, all of his PvE testers that we use for the stream, they just all left. They just all left to go play 5v5 for real.
Come back. We're not done.
He's like, come back. We're not done. We want to play one more match. I love it. That's like the best thing ever. You do not have enough players to get a game going because everybody went to go play on live. That's exactly how it should be.
My testers are a blessing, but like, look, they're some of the most passionate people
Yeah,
I've
of course.
ever.
They want to go play. I can't play them.
Come back. We're not done. Come back
Humanist is if we can get enough people. Humanist will shoutcast one more game. Wanted to call out a couple things here from the chat. Make is I64. Yo, just finished a match. 5v5 is insane. We hope that is the prevailing sentiment. Jakob 1, can you only play 5v5 if you have a golden ticket? Absolutely not. Golden ticket thing is over. If you download Vainglory, if you have Vainglory, you can play 5v5. There's no paywall, there's no golden tickets, there's nothing. It's free to play for everyone, and it's just casual mode. Everyone can play. No one has to worry about a thing. So go play.
I should have called it sick today.
I really want to mention before we saw that progression of the map, but that took a long time obviously to build from the ground up. But there was this entire period months before in which you had like Zekin building designing the entire map,
map version after map version after map version.
Yeah, he had rendition after rendition, just trying to find the right one.
Yeah.
And we went through so many of them, just tested so many of them, and that final version I feel is just. It's gorgeous. It's exactly what we were hoping for, and man, I'm so excited for this.
How you doing on players?
A couple of them pop back on.
You're getting there. All right, so
we're missing one, but that's including me. So
all right, well that's fine. So continuing to just run through highlights real quick. So I did want to mention a number of heroes move faster now, so they can get across the 5v5 map. Of course, the river also will give you a move speed buff if you're moving in the direction of the current.
And not in combat. You cannot be in combat.
And some heroes are more durable to help with these big 5v5 fights. Some heroes are optimized, like Fortress has 5 wolves for 5v5. Celeste, Baron have real global ultimates to get across the ententire map.
Yeah.
Well, Celeste was always global.
But it's like the range, the radial will stretch.
That one was already fine. Baron, yes, though.
Give me another example then. If you're gonna poop on my head, you're gonna hanky all over the beard.
Like if there are, every hero has some sort of big change, or has sort of optimization done to them. Some a little bit more than others. Like as your favorite Koshka, she gets a little bit of barrier when she jumps in. It scales though with the number of people that you hit,
so that it's still good for 3v3.
Yeah, so it still feels good in 3v3.
And
you have several heroes have new range increase.
Yeah.
6.2 range is really the new 6.0 range. This will help fights feel a little bit more spread out.
Like the Adagio gets the fire, splashes further, all that kind of stuff.
Range has been upgraded. We're in version 6.2.
And that's nice because you don't have to have these kind of congested fights that are reflective of the size of the Halcyon Fold. Now, this giant expansive map, the fights can get sprawling. Humanist, your experience both in Singapore at the World Championship and just at the pre-launch party, it's hard to decide what action you want to call when the action is all over the place.
Yeah, well, I try to do it all. It's just a matter if the cameraman zooms out far enough. But it is true. Like, you have the fight down by Ghostwing, right? And then somebody's getting ganked up in the top river or in the lane, or did Zekin just port into top lane with his boots and Fuji's there and he's pushing, but someone's taking an objective on the other side of the map? So, yeah, it's really cool, like picking and choosing how those fights are going.
It's a lot. It's a lot to digest. I wanted to mention the Evil Engine optimization. So our engine combined with the amazing new phones and tablets that are out there is what brought 5v5 to life. We've made a ton of optimizations to our engine, make it possible to play at 120 FPS on supported devices, the smoothest gameplay we've managed yet so far, made true line of sight fog of war possible. So lots and lots of improvements.
Should
what
still
makes
be a pipe dream.
Why the map is so gorgeous.
That's real.
Yeah,
they make dreams come true.
Sprinkle a little magic dust on there, and boom.
Tommy Kroll is a magician.
It was
really
nuts. Like just hearing him talk about like how he achieved that. That was
you got
really
enough
crazy.
people.
We did.
There you go. Wait.
Oh no.
No. I don't think the real is gonna play. I don't think you'll play.
Wait, who is that one?
That's the actual
Tommy Kroll.
Tommy Kroll.
Oh, that is
the one, the designer of the engine.
He's probably
he's on
just
making
checking.
sure
Speak of
things
the
are
devil.
working correctly. He's probably not going to
Hey.
play. All right, so you need one more player. While we go through that, speaking of Tommy Kroll, because of him and his connections, 5v5, when you download 3.0, which you should be able to do now, 5v5 has all new music.
Finally!
Yes.
Yay!
It's sick.
So the 5v5 scores by renowned video game composer Joris Daman. He's best known for the Killzone franchise and for his work on Horizon Zero Dawn, for which he just won the 2017 Game Music Award for Outstanding Artist
No joke.
from the West.
And we got
And of
him.
course, as you know, even from Halcyon Fold, Vainglory features an adaptive music system. So if you're fighting a dragon, the music is different than if you're roaming the jungle. It's different than in the early game and the introduction.
Different phases.
The music will change based on your play, and that is just that much more special with all of the music that we've gotten from Joris. So thank you to Joris for that. I think you're going to love the music. Make sure to get in and try that out and listen up on that. Important note, the Founding 5v5 player badge. So for all players who want this badge, the key thing is just play during this first update. The very first update of 5v5, is 3.0. You know, a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, everyone will look back and say, it was that 3.0 update, was that historic update when 5v5 launched. And so we want anyone who plays, you know, this month during 3.0 to have a signifier, to have a little something special to show off that they were an OG. They were there from the beginning of Vainglory 5v5. So if you play during this update, in a coming release, it won't happen this release, in a coming release, probably 3.1, but I don't want to overpromise there because I don't have confirmation on that, you will get a special loading screen badge that will demonstrate to everyone who comes into the game later, yes, that you were there from the beginning. So make sure you get some games in. If you have friends who haven't played for a while, make sure to tell them download during 3.0 so they can grab that badge, you know, while it's still possible to get, along with, of course, this Red Lantern event starting on the 15th where you can get free glory and then special rewards based on how your overall community team does, whether you're on Team Reza or Team Gwen. If you're looking in the update notes and you're looking for the 3.0 balance changes, we will have a special stream just with Nivmet only talking about those balance changes. That won't be today. Too much to get into. And you have to click the link or tap the link to the live balance article from the main 3.0 article. There was just no room to get that in. There was too much to talk about. And then make sure you're looking at this 3.0 article because it has kind of all the canonical information on Vainglory 5v5. How experience is calculated, how surrender works, which is now 4 out of 5 votes, the jungle behavior, how that works, how monster scaling works. Blacklaw, do you want to know Blacklaw's health and defense and damage and piercing percentage when he's in his pit versus, you know, and how strong his abilities are versus his health and defense and everything else when he's captured and blazing down the lane? All those numbers are there. Ghostwing's numbers are there. You want to know the details about the Orb Guardians, the Weapon Treant and Crystal Treant. They are there. Just the pure math on all of these jungle camps, you know, so you can theory craft, so you can spreadsheet. It's all in there. So make sure you scroll through this. It's all the details you need if you're interested in kind of going next level.
All of that information is there. Like, it feels like a lot of times you know, just in mini games you'll have the surface information. Yeah, oh, well, 10% of something changed. But looking at these camps, you really, for the people that like to get in there and do the math, you can actually figure out like which items are going to be technically on paper the fastest, and then you figure out your rotations and stuff like that, so you can really like hone in on all that information.
Yeah, so I look for the articles to come from Broken Myth, the notes from Physics, and all of these players as they figure out exactly what is the optimal things to do in the game now that we provided this detail that wasn't available before. With that, one final game. Let's jump into that now. Nivmet will once again be doing some work here.
Oh, just working.
Oh, are you playing, Nivmet?
I am.
There you are. You're on the Gwen.
I am playing the new Gwen.
The new Gwen.
Oof. I see if
Gwen has
on that scarf
longer range than she did before.
No. Well, from 2.12, yes, she is. It's different now, or like increased by a significant amount actually. But We did give her some love this patch as well. She'll, you know, use her perk more often. She's going to, she's going to actually reload her perk more often and hit harder with it, essentially. And oh man, there's so many fireworks with this kid. Every single time I use my perk, it fireworks. Like,
that's awesome.
Boom, and like fireworks pop out. It's great.
Of course, this is a new Red Lantern Gwen skin. There's also a Red Lantern Reza skin. And once the big Red Lantern event kicks off on February 15th,
we shouldn't be taking this. Why are we taking this poor guy's jungle every time? Okay,
I like
that's
that.
my bad. That's my bad.
Boost yourself.
Anyway, so you can see there's the weapon orb. If Nivmet is killed, that orb will drop on the ground. Someone else can pick it up. But just to finish what I was saying, when the big Lunar New Year event, the Red Lantern event, kicks off on February 15th, if you're playing with a Red Lantern skin, either one of the new ones or one of the ones from the past, and that does include all the Sparkler Scarf skins, you will get bonus Lunar Fame toward the contest, but make sure you've entered. You have to enter and get yourself put on one of those teams. So get in the article, follow the instructions in the article, and away you go in participating in the Lunar New Year event.
I want to participate.
You can.
So I go into the article, and you said there's a link from there?
Yeah. So essentially, let me go back and I'll grab the steps for you so that I don't get it wrong.
There you go, my team.
Nice, appreciate it.
My team already putting out that work.
Yeah, 2:02 minutes in here.
All right, let me find the exact.
I think I'm gonna go for a Sorrow Blade breaking point.
You're gonna go for the Sorrow Blade, huh?
I'm not gonna.
Even Tebow got the buff, but you're like,
yeah, but I'm up against Arona, right?
It's true.
So it's not gonna do me much good. She's gonna out-sustain me.
Right.
So I need that more consistent damage.
I understand. That makes sense to me.
All right, so the details on the Red Lantern event begins February 15th, 4 p.m. Pacific. Go into the market in-game. Tap on the event tab.
Okay.
Then there's going to be a free button. You hold down that free button until it confirms. When it confirms, you get 100 glory just for kicks and giggles.
Yeah.
And it will place you on one team or another. It will place you on the Infernal Dragons, which is Team Reza, or the Lucky Aces, which is Team Gwen.
Okay.
The entire community that participates gets placed on one team or the other.
Okay.
After that, every time you play Vainglory 5v5, you earn Lunar Fame that goes to your entire team. It goes in the big pot.
Okay.
And if your team wins at the end of this, which it ends on February 22nd, you get the better reward. And everyone who participates gets a reward, though. And it's going to be fun. And you get bonus fame if you win 3 matches in a day.
Okay.
On 5v5. And you get bonus Lunar Fame if you play with one of the Red Lantern skins. So that could be like Red Lantern Kashka from the past, Red Lantern Flicker.
The new Red Lantern Gwen or Reza.
Exactly. Or the Sparkler skins, all the different colors of the Scarf skins. And because it is the year of the dog, we're also including Fortress skin and the Lapdog Grumpjaw in there as well.
Nice.
So there you go. Participate in the event. Make sure you get, you take the steps to be put on a team. Otherwise, your wins won't count and you won't get the reward.
Yeah, no reason not to do that, really.
No reason not to. No reason not to. It's just for frees and funds.
Yeah.
All right. So
I want to buy a Poison Shiv, but I don't want to buy a Poison Shiv.
Ew, don't do it.
Oh, the shop is not open yet. I'm like trying to shop and I'm like, it's like, why am I not shopping?
Because it's got to come down as a little balloon.
It's all right.
I greatly admire the shopkeepers in 5v5 because they're smart enough. They see just the sheer anarchy, the craziness that is going on Sovereign's Rise, and they're like, I don't want to put down a permanent shop
It's so
there.
smart.
It's just bound to get blown up. It's bound to get lit on fire or eaten by
You're gonna
a
have
dragon.
property taxes and all that business
Exactly,
as well.
that too. You know, they love talking about taxes in the Star Wars universe. So why would you have a permanent shop?
Yeah.
So you just have your little balloon. You just come on down, you sell some goods, and you take off.
I like that.
And you maybe don't even have to get any permits.
I like it. No permits needed.
There it is.
Or at least when they show
There's
up,
the
you'll just
balloons.
take off.
There you go. Yeah, they come up, they want you to pay. You leave.
I'm outta
You go
here.
somewhere else. You go to the Halcyon Fold. There you go. All right. All right, for anyone who joined us late, make sure to check out the 5v5 interactive map if you want kind of the top level points of interest on Sovereign's Rise. Of course, the Vein Crystal now fights back. It has defenses, take down the armories, the new things that are near the Vein Crystal to weaken those defenses. There are Orb Guardians, where if you kill the weapon or crystal treant, you'll get an orb. That orb will give you some bonuses to your weapon or crystal. And then if you get killed when you have it, someone else can walk over and pick it up. So everyone remember, you remember back in Halcyon Fold where people forgot like the timing on the jungle shop, and for a while it was like no one could remember the timing of that jungle shop. The thing in 5v5 that's going to be the equivalent is people forgetting they can pick up these orbs.
Dude, that's me.
It's just going to take a little bit of time, but you'll get it. You just remember to pick up the orb when someone dies, because you're going to be stronger for it.
I just had that moment actually, like last week, where I was like, oh, okay, I'm seeing it much more often now when it drops down. But when you play for the first couple times, you might not notice like when it goes down, but definitely it becomes easier to read.
All right, all new music in 5v5. Red Lantern event is coming. Vox on Ice is here. The 2 Red Lantern skins are here. And then check out the update notes for all of the details if you want kind of all that kind of encyclopedic Wikipedia style knowledge on Vainglory 5v5. It is all there for you. Humanist, take it away.
Wow, what a handover. Playoff Beard, thank you very much. Siri is going to be locked up. A little yummy cat in Frenzy. Picky's in there. Nivmet, all the burst damage in the world, and that's a dead Rona. Vizzle doesn't have a Storm Guard, and this should be a dead Catherine as well. Pops the flask, and it's not enough. Deep under the turret. This is Team Dive over here. 5-1, 7 minutes in.
For the person I saw asking how long does a 5v5 match run, we've really timed it to be, very similar to Halcyon Fold. It's about a 25-minute average match for Sovereign's Rise, with about a 20-minute average on Halcyon Fold.
Okay. Seems about right. And of course, that all depends on what heroes are being picked, the level of players in there, and how everybody's working
take
together.
Objectives. If you don't take objectives, you won't end the game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've been in games where, it ends much sooner. Everybody's all working together. And in other games where it feels like you can close it out, but for some reason, a couple people don't want to push or something. And
So Zenker, interesting question. Can we have Kraken versus Blacklaw? This is something that came up earlier.
I'm working on it.
During the Discord, and I was shocked that most of the devs, like Captain Nito, they thought that Kraken would win a fight against Blacklaw. I don't understand that logic, because Blacklaw just goes up in the sky and starts flaming Kraken from above.
Yeah.
What's Kraken supposed to do? Kraken's gonna sprout little fairy wings.
Now here's the thing.
Here's
the thing. All right, let me counter this. Now if Blacklaw is sitting in a pit that Kraken comes out of and is able to get a hold of him and do some damage before he realizes it, how are you gonna fly? Yeah, he comes from the deep.
So it's circumstantial.
You can't predict that. It's gonna be 1,000 years. You're seeing that you get tired. You're not gonna keep moving around from spot to spot.
All right, that's a good point out of Humanist. He's always full of good points. It's a point of contention.
Yeah.
I would love to see Kraken versus Blacklaw at some point. See.
Rango just lit us up.
Don Hugo Dugoko says Kraken would pile drive Blacklaw.
Maybe a new game mode we can get into, huh?
Here we go. So.
Oh, that'd be cool.
People are more split on that.
I like to be able to drive Blacklaw, like when you capture him, like I become him. That'd be sick.
And of course, Blueprints came in update 2.12, the new skin system. Make sure you complete your quest, guys and gals. Complete your quest. That is the easiest way to get Blueprints, and then you'll be able to get more skins.
No, not like this.
Dude, that Rona was thirsty for you.
I love seeing the Grump.
She got that drink, too.
I love seeing the Grump.
Quenched that Nivmet thirst.
Rip.
Max, man, happy birthday again, bud. Moving in there on that Arden, getting some damage done. We'll move down that river. He's going to take the healing trance away from B side. Very smart plays out of Max, man. 30 here.
Oh, so a lot of people still saying they don't see the Toad.
They don't.
I don't understand, because we showed the evidence of the Toad during the pre-launch party. Some people are still seeing Gold Oak. They're still seeing the Gold Treant. If you gotta turn off Fog of War, buddy.
Oh my goodness! Who's this cameraman?
Nobody saw anything there because the Fog of War is on. If you can't see the Toad, I don't know what to say. You gotta up your vaingloriness. You gotta get in the vibration.
To believe, really.
You have to be in the vibration of the Toad and feel the Toad you know,
I
undulating
heard
through
that
your
if-
body, and then you will see the toad right there in 3.0.
Wow.
But if you don't see the toad in 3.0, then you know, the toad is coming for you, and perhaps you'll see it in a future update. But many of us can see the toad. Many of us can see the toad.
Let's see if Nivmet can see the toad here.
You get the steal.
Ghostwing being captured up.
Humanist.
Kamel's moved down.
It's
Oh,
gonna be a
Blast
no.
and Dragon's
no.
Breath. Oh, burn down! I haven't seen Scarf Dragon Breath finding a kill in quite a while, and Nivmet is down. Maxman's in.
Koshka
He's
did
gonna
get
find
it.
the stun. Oh my goodness, a
Koshka
double
got
kill
that
coming
dragon.
on through. That is insane. Huge plays here in the Ghostwing pit. Now, Kamel, you gotta get out of here. Kamel's down. Oh my goodness, EFX on this Scarf just doing work.
Man, every time, it seems like every time we show a match, we have some crazy dragon plays, big steals. So much fun. I can't wait to see what people do live on the Rise. And if you're joining us very late, this is the activation stream. Pretty much most everyone can play 5v5 right now, which is why everyone left this test environment and rushed away to go play. If you can't, then it's still propagating to the app store of your choice and should be there any minute now, but most players can go play. Look at this Ringo!
Stutter Step City over here. Max with a Trillion. He's got him.
Maybe the weapon orb there was the difference for Maxman.
Wow, I'd like to think so.
Or did he steal it from Ringo?
I don't. He
Oh, he stole it from Ringo. So the weapon orb was clearly not the difference there
but
for
that
Maxman.
Copycat was doing a pretty good job, Stutter Step.
Yeah, the Ringo was just too close. You don't
Yeah,
want
yeah,
you don't want those slashy claws up in your face.
No, you
want
don't.
to be doing that from a distance.
Vex, you better get back there. You're doing well last fight,
Yep,
but
yep.
that's going to be the stuff to there as he moves back.
Nom, nom,
Meld
nom.
down, and they'll have a little blast trimmer right on out of that.
And there is, of course, now no way to prevent Grumpjaw from digesting heroes. They can't stun him out of it anymore.
Cool. Yeah, it felt like it was pretty easy on
Nimmet.
that before.
Nimmet,
Bri, you got to get out of here.
Play. He
Jump jet's not
misses
enough.
the
No!
ult and then walks
they
into
stopped
the
yellow.
wall.
He got it for the
Not
Max,
the way he
man.
drew it up.
You're not going to get in there, Nivmet. Was he jebaited in the flask? Is it going to be enough? Nivmet, huge burst damage out of Pepe.
No!
Siri jumps in, the foe splitter. They trade their life, a Hellfire Brew onto your corpse. Oh, that's how they feel about you, Nivmet. You're going to have to talk to Copycat after this one.
Oh, no, right? I don't know. I think Siri's the one I need to talk to. It's Rona.
I don't think so. Yeah, Siri, it's just targeting you down every single time. I mean, you get into a game like that, sometimes it feels like one person's just your nemesis, that you're just foe.
No,
Definitely just splitting
they
her
just want to
foes.
kill me.
They just want to kill Nivmet.
This is how it goes. This is my tester.
To be fair, you want to kill everybody.
Yeah,
and then you get in there and you are killing everybody, and then you make yourself. You mark yourself as a target, Nivmet. You played yourself.
Played yourself.
Good point made in the chat that Finn is a river troll. She gets some extra bonus from being on the river.
Oh, yeah.
Just gets you know,
I believe that.
nothing different than the other heroes, but you know, maybe he can make a case to that effect.
I was telling Nivmet they should bring that raid boss talent in there, and when you stand in the river, you just become raid boss. It makes sense, right? It seems fair. I think I'm trying to be fair here. Oh, a nice Aces High is going to land onto that Scarf, and Nivmet trying to stay at range. He's got the buckshot, has this big damage, doesn't want to put himself in harm's way. Maxman doesn't care, though, too much. And looks like they hold off on a pretty nice defense thus far. But Copycat, he's down in that bottom lane, and nobody making the rotation just yet. Nice stun on a Maxman, cancels off the aggression, jumps in. Siri, he's going to spin right in front of everybody. A lot of regeneration, but they're not able to find a kill just yet. The effects maybe gets onto Picky here. I'm not sure if he's going to have enough. In the meanwhile, Copycat able to get a turret during this fight. There you go, Nivmet. He's going to pick up a nice kill onto the Catherine here, and FX trying to kite back now. But that's a lot of burst damage. A triple kill coming through for Nivmet. The gauntlet's down. Nivmet.
I was trying to get through.
Goes down to the Arden here.
Oh, my.
And it's time to dance
Oh,
right
my.
in the middle. A triple kill coming
Aftershock
through.
Blue Arden.
Pepe! The Storm Cloud and
they
the
just got it right
Aftershock.
to the reflex.
Blast
They got it
fire
right.
brew.
It doesn't matter how far you run. Walked in a range of the Hellfire Brew.
Oh, that was fun.
That was
Tasty.
fun. That was fun. And one thing that's especially fun, paying attention to this Baron. It's a blue Baron. This is a blue
with
Oh, that's my
Spellfire,
favorite Baron.
with a Spellfire, so he's gonna AoE and apply Mortal Wounds to everyone in that area.
Wow.
Not
I
bad.
gotta get used to that. My goodness.
So it's really strong in a team fight.
This will be our last match, and then we gotta go play 5v5 on live, this historic moment for Vainglory and for the Vainglory community. Pepe, of course, is running himself, and Aftershock blew Arden, and that's fun to watch too.
I love Clockwork Arden. I think that it's so good, and then he's able to get these couple items here, and he was having a decent game. Like, he's really coming into his own right now.
I'd love to see him grab a Shiver Steel too. Get a little the health bonus off his heroic perk.
That's just, you want Nivmet to have a bad day. That's what's going to happen right there. Gauntlet comes in. Camille getting lit up here. Nivmet, so much damage coming out. And wow, that's actually interesting. Alive through that. Pretty crazy.
That was interesting to see. Of course, Idris utilizing his full kit to survive the brunt of Arden's damage there. And as we watch the Baron, what you have to keep in mind, of course, a lot of people used to seeing that red Baron just trying to hit the basic attacks. Instead, now it's all about Baron's A. He's got to land those mortars, and it's a completely different style for Baron. It's going to be interesting to see.
Copycat forced out, the block off from Yummy Cat and Frenzy, the chase for Nivmet. Just getting these attacks off as he backs up here. Copycat, he wants to get the damage. Maxman, though, on this Kitty Cat, gets in there. The healing flash will trade on both sides. They'll both go down. I think Grumpjaw able to get Copycat on that Ringo. Is that Calf that just fell in the lane? It's just a bloodbath here. Ion Cannon coming down. It's not too much damage onto the Scarf. Scarf's going to be okay. Trades with the Spitfire. Goop's not going to be ignited. There you go, but it's not on target. Idris looking for the damage now.
What is that?
Like, he's going to hide behind the Vainglory logo.
And then also
did Pepe take you?
Yeah, he ran.
That's dead. Oh, and the Baron just lands on Gwen's body. Insult to injury.
Feels bad.
Taunted.
Feels bad. It's okay. I need to burst him down before he bursts me down.
The gun's still on fire.
Dude, this Arden is just like flexing like 2v1 every single time he can. This is awesome.
I enjoy it. The Storm Crown, the Clockwork, that means the Gauntlet's going to be up more. Procking that Aftershock, big chunks of damage based on health.
Big chunks of damage coming through.
Oh man, when did we get that bottom lane pushed out that far?
And I gotta tell you folks, pay attention to the minion waves in 5v5. I can't tell you how many times in testing you forget that there's three lanes to pay attention to, and some wave it just starts chewing through turrets. I lost a game recently where we were pushing to win. We had it completely won.
Is that the
and
game
there was
I was
a
in?
wave.
Is that the game I was in?
Yes, there's a wave that just pushed its way down, took our base. We never even realized it was happening.
We were about to win. We were taking the base.
And then the wave beat us. So pay attention to those minion waves.
Copycat actually did that when I was casting it in the last fight there. Nivmet, he was back, silenced up, a little blast tremor love. Ion Cannon comes through.
I'm going to go home. I don't think this
is
a great fight for us.
It looks like Camille needs to back up out of here. Idris going to go ahead and do a full reset B-side on Blacklaw, and this is going to be pretty sketchy here if Nivmet's team hangs around. Now, Piggy does he have an ultimate? We can see if he moves in there. I think that's going to be blocked off if he does. Heavy, incredibly low, but has the gauntlet. Heavy starting to back. Blacklaw grabbed up here by the Scarf. Now the chase is on. Do they want to fight? There's no reason to actually fight with Copycat. You can't allow yourself to get locked down. Stay at range here, bud. Oh, the gauntlet! The stun right on time. Picky is down. Now it looks like it's going to be Idris going down second. Calf able to get that kill. Yummy Cat and Frenzy comes on through. Maxman locks him up. Nivmet able to take that. Now Vizzle will be going down as well. A nice kill there for Maxman. 4 dead for B-side, only Copycat alive, and Blacklaw gonna march right down mid lane.
There he goes. Marching.
I'm going 5 damage item. Going.
Fire, fire, fire.
I'm seeing people saying that they are winning their first game on 5v5. Bear, is there any way to get blueprints without dropping money? Absolutely. Every time you complete a quest, you have a pretty good percentage, pretty high percentage of dropping a blueprint. So complete your quests and you will get blueprints for sure.
Send me those Ozo screenshots. If you guys get those Ozo 5v5s, I want to see the destruction out there.
Everybody going to play 5v5.
Nivmet, he's deep in the 5v5 right now.
I'm so scared.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Because I don't have any defense. I am as
dude, Starblade, Breaking Point, Tyrant's Monocle, is that what I'm seeing? That you
I've got double Tyrants.
Oh, Pepe wants you, but FX walks right into the brush! He's able to block off the stun. Can he get back though? The Gauntlet's down, they're trapped inside, and Scarf has fallen at the beginning of the fight. This is not what they were looking for at all. They had to keep the Scarf alive, and now, the question is, can they even contest There is some vision down from both teams. A-side has that scout cam down over on the Crystal Treant spot, but there's a scout cam down in the river, so they know what's going on. Vizzle's going to hang around. Vizzle wants to get in there for the steal, but a little bit too late. Baron secures that up. Now the jump forward. They're onto Vizzle. Has Vizzle gone too far? But look, Pepe. Pepe's in the base. Copycat. He's going to hang out with Vizzle, trying to protect, maybe dissuade some of that aggression, the stun in. Now this Max Man been collapsed on. What? The strategies! It's like 4 Zekins we're playing here. Unbelievable. I never saw it coming. Playoff Beard. We'll have to watch the replays to see how intelligent of a team B-side really is here. Uh-oh. But things now falling apart. I can't believe that they actually didn't get a kill on that. That's insane. Max Man, too powerful of a player, really. Too powerful of a player. Now, it's going to be a Ghost Wing buff.
Oh my goodness.
Nivmet can breathe.
Nivmet us like crazy.
You can go ahead and breathe now.
No, I can't because Copy's in our base.
Oh, because he's in your base! Oh, no! The armory! Oh, sorry. But they didn't know. They're going right in. They're going to sacrifice their lives, but oh, one more attack would have taken the mid-armory down. But that'll be nice and easy cleanup, I guess, next time they sneak into the base there.
This feels bad. They're just split pushing us super hard, and we're not doing well. Do a good job of countering it.
Okay, but they find another kill. Now this is going to be the Rona down, but FX, the chase is on. Max Man's there, blocks off the Yummy Cannon Frenzy. He's going to try and kite back, but you're all by your lonesome, bud. FX, oh no. This is the last 2 or 3 fights in a row that we've seen the Scarf go down like that. And that was a big reason that these guys were actually picking up the fights early on through here. But Nivmet, now can you breathe?
A little bit easier. Trying to finish this tornado, so my perk is going to come up super fast.
So most people are bailing on the stream, going to play 5v5. I cannot blame them. If you're joining us very, very late, you should be able to go play Vainglory 5v5 right now. We will not take it personally. Feel free to leave and go play. This will be our final game, and then we're going to go play too.
Nice! Blacklaw has landed on the map once again. And now the question is, this is where things become really interesting, playoffs, because you're in the late game moment. There's already been Armory taken, Armory's weak and mid, but Blacklaw's on the map. You know these teams are going to fight over the Blacklaw. So do you have someone, one person, maybe 2 people sneak into the base and pretend like you're contesting, pretend like you're taking the Blacklaw? We're going to have to see here. I imagine Nivmet is going to be playing like on a hyper level right now.
I'm terrified.
He has, actually his eye, he has one eye looking at the minimap and one eye looking at the main screen here. It's incredible. I've never seen somebody able to focus on 2 things so intently at one time.
Yeah, for people asking, 5v5 is out. 5v5 is out. You should be able to grab it right now. Update 3.0 is here.
Update 3.0. Live. Bri is going to throw those mortars over the wall. Now that's nice. He could just spam those out right into the brush that people are normally hiding in. Doesn't even need the vision.
Team silence. Back up. Careful.
4-man blast.
Oh, no.
Entertainment. Fizzle. Oh, but the gauntlet's off the mark. That's not what you want. Maxman's able to run right on through that. Where's the rest of the team, though? Copycat! Copycat's in the base! He's got the armory! This is exactly what we're talking about. They've been baited! Nivmet feels like he's upside down right now. He's like, I'm taking the fight. Oh, the crit damage! 535, 633 coming out. They trade their lives. Copycat goes down. Nivmet goes down. And Nivmet now watching in horror, holding his breath, crossing his fingers, praying. Team, don't let me down now. They're on to the...
Oh, no, I cannot breathe easy, Humanist. I cannot.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, Siri, move on in, Siri. Oh, if this was a crit build, this would be a dead finger.
Take him away
Did
from
you
there.
watch
Take him
Singapore
away
at
from
all? Get out of there. They ate up all, and they got the kill. This is fun.
The try.
Now we're having
They're
fun,
just
team.
like, they're throwing their body at our crystal repeatedly.
That's exactly what everybody should get teleport boots now. Oh,
no, don't do that. I don't want to see that.
Sell and get teleport boots. Did he drop? See, the key is whether he dropped a scout cam while he was down there.
Did they drop that? Yes,
That's
yes. That's a very good point.
If you are going to go for that backdoor to win, the most important thing, whether you win or not, is to drop a scout cam so an ally can teleport boot there.
We got the Ringo. We got the Ringo. Let's make some moves. Let's make some moves.
Scout cam, incredibly important strategical tip that Playoff Beard just gave you guys. Like,
because the match would be over right now.
Even if you're not going to get the teleport boots kind of play down, having that forward vision can still allow you to know when your opponents are rotating and where they're rotating from. But huge, it's so important if you're going to get those teleport boots. Now, Nivmet.
No.
He's going to be stunned
up. Just missed.
He doesn't have that skedaddle ready.
Okay.
And Pepe. Pepe's up holding down in this top river. And is he on the Black Claw right now? Next,
I'm not looking.
Potentially could be devastating. Actually, cameraman, hello.
Oh,
Black Claw being taken. Now Piggy's there.
Piggy, you gotta bust them plays.
There's about 5 scout
play.
cams down the river. Piggy's gonna jump on in. Piggy, can you get in there? Oh, they're gonna silence Piggy up. Piggy's gonna get in there with the basic attacks.
A little bit of help
target. Piggy, can you do
he
it?
ate someone.
But the back oh, man has done it. He's taken the Black Claw. He's taken out Pepe Topper. And now looking for more Nivmet. He's going to boost himself right into mid 700 for 750 with 785 damage. That's not right.
My goodness.
Show some mercy,
the
please,
Nivmet. Tyrants.
And this is Siri's in the base. They should be able to point back and defend against this monster
Siri.
Rona.
Oh, Siri again.
Siri will go down. Only Vizzle alive with Black Claw marching into the base.
Rupture Cascade.
That's rough. No one's going to respawn in time to help out Vizzle here.
Siri took one last shot, and instead,
come on, Vizzle.
Nivmet's day.
Kill Nivmet. Do it.
Yeah,
there's damage. The Vein Crystal damage is pretty real.
At least
just get the stun. Just get the stun.
That would be a
stun
great...
him up. Nivmet, die. Nivmet, die. Ion Cannon's there.
Oh,
he's done it. Oh.
They steal the Black Claw.
I can't believe
they take
that back.
the game.
For the grace of all that is good and holy.
Your update stream champions, Team Nivmet.
Vainglory 5v5 is here, everybody.
Oh my god, my heart is still racing.
And that's what it's like.
My tush is still clenched.
No more fitting words have been spoken. Vainglory 5v5 is here. You can quote Nivmet on that.
So good.
Guys, I want to go play. I want to go play on live. Final words.
Oh, guys, this is really what we've been waiting for. Like, we've all been so excited to get this out to you. It's the amount of effort and love that has gone and passion that has gone into this. I can't wait for all of you to experience it. And for those of you who have already and will continue to, I really will be there right there alongside you. And this is just going to get better from now on.
That's right. We're only really just getting started. It's really the beginning of a new journey. Final thoughts on today, Humanist, so we can go hop in a party on live in 5v5.
Woo! Just have some fun, guys. Get out there, have some fun playing those big, huge team fights. But definitely, and I shout out to the R team last time as well, explore the map. Just soak in the beauty. Because there's some really cool statues, all these things that are just kind of sprinkled around the map. Besides the obvious things.
The new Samurai Captain Minion too.
Exactly.
So good.
So check it out, enjoy it, have some fun.
Yeah, last thoughts from me. I just want to thank all of you for supporting this game, being a part of this community. If not for you, none of this is possible. Vainglory 5v5 is only launching today because of you. So thank you so much for being Vainglory players. I hope you get onto 5v5 now and have a blast. Be sure to tell us what you think so we can continue to make things better and better. All right, with that, you should be able to go download Update 3.0 right now and play Vainglory 5v5 on behalf of the entire Super Evil team. We're going to go hop on and play. We'll see you on the rise.